They tried the wrong individual. They thought that they had a damsel in distress. Turn and come to find out, didn't even realize how favored, highly favored, and protected you are. They realized in a lot of ways that, coming up against you is not a good idea. A lot of people picked up these stones, right? They picked up these stones and took turns throwing them at you with blunt force. You understand what I'm saying? So throwing them at you to knock you down or throwing them at you to cause severe damage and destruction in your life. These could be stones of betrayal. These could be stones of lies, stones of deceit. Whatever these stones were, it was judgment being passed down upon you, and it was not thought through well, because had people seen, the damage that it caused you and how much you had to fight and persevere through it, you didn't fight fire with fire. I keep telling you, resist the devil and he'll flee. When people, it's almost like you're in an argument and somebody just coming at you, just ranting off, yelling, screaming. When they see that you're not responding to them, when they see that you're not giving them the time of day, eventually arguing with themselves is a thing that they don't want to do no more, because they realize they talking to themselves, wasting their breath, arguing with themselves, getting all riled up, raising their voice, losing their voice. You know what I'm saying? For no reason, because you're not going to give people what they want. It may have taken, on a trial and error basis for you to realize who you are and learn how to control your emotions better, learn how to approach the situation a little bit more differently as far as your level of protection for yourself. You ain't for everybody out here. You ain't everybody's cup of tea. So with that being said, of course you're going to have people that come across you that's not going to want the best for you. Of course you're going to have people. You chosen. Of course you got people who learn on you and know that when they spew out them lies that it's a lie and don't have no level of regret or remorse. You're chosen. Of course you're going to have randoms that just sit up here and believe what people say about you, not even realizing that these people just saying it because they want to bring you down, be jealous and envious of you for whatever reason. You chosen. Of course you're destined for something bigger and greater in your life, and you got these people that want to sit up here and block you off from it because it's not them. Are you chosen? Of course you're going through the worst and the most than anybody that's around you or anyone that you befriend or come across, because you're stronger than all these people. God slated you for something. What he starts, he gonna finish. So I don't know what these people thought, but at the end of the day, it's almost like having an outer body experience and showing these people, you see all the destruction that you caused up in this person's life, you see how they handle it. They could have fought fire with fire, but they didn't do it. And look at how you keep constantly choosing to bring this person down. You keep constantly wanting to say the absolute worst about this person. All this person did was love you. And because of the love they had for you, it destroyed them. Because they didn't have to love you. They didn't have to give to you. People feel like they arrogant and on their high horse because it's like, well, you allowed us to get away with it. You did it. You gave it to us. But they sat back and was doing things to secretly cause destruction and chaos and make your life more harder than what it should have and what it could have been. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't want to come out and say it. So whether they got remorse or regret, they got guilt. Because it's one thing to do something to somebody like you a maniac, like you a psycho and a sociopath. And it's another thing to actually sit with yourself, and wherever you at, God making you sit with yourself and see all what you did, what you said, and what it caused upon this person, how this person handled it. They're realizing in more ways than one, you done earned the respect of your enemies, and you didn't even want their respect. But you should have never had all this envy and jealousy and anger coming from them either, because you don't bother these people. Half these people you don't even know. They affiliates and associates of people who don't like you. And I don't even know what the hell all this don't like you and it got to come from people who done said mess about you, holding stuff up over your head, but God is over it. So this is over with. If people got such a problem with you, got a problem with what you did, got a problem, then they need to focus on their own damn life and stop becoming a problem in your life, because you wasn't a problem to them. Even if you was a problematic child in your past, everybody got a past. Everybody done some things that they ain't proud of. You don't know where that person was at, where they was at on their journey, where they was at in their healing and their soul that caused them or made them do that. Or even if it was pleasure or likable for you at one point in time in your life. Everybody has a past. People need to hop up off it and they need to check themselves or they wreck themselves for real. Because ain't nobody perfect. And they sit up here and they say that you ain't perfect. They say you was a wild child. They say all these things about you. But why did they feel like this is what they needed to do? Do you see what I'm saying? It don't make them no better. When you sit up here and you say, I'm just going to target somebody and single somebody out because another person don't like them. I'm going to single and I'm going to target somebody out because I'm in competition with them. I'm telling you, it sounds redundant, but this is the world that we live in. I don't know what is this world and why am I in it, but maybe I'm in it to sit up here and tell y'all what it is and what it's not. And everything ain't what it seems, and how people try to make it be, it ain't all what it's cracked up to be. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mind your business, pay your bills, stack up, and do what you got to do for your life. You are moving forward. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. This is over. They didn't care about you when they picked up these stones and threw them at you. So don't care wherever God is about to take you and wherever they about to be at because they can't come with you. No one cared for you, but you were strong enough to make it up out of this shit. Always let that be in the back of your mind what people wanted for you, how they don't like you. You are not going to change these people's hearts and their minds because when you come up, you're going to sit up here and give them a piece of your pie. Give them a seat at your table. Give them a bed to sleep on in your house. Let them drive your car that you put the gas in. You're not going to change these people. They did it to you before, they'll do it again. They did it then, they'll do it again. They do it again, they're going to keep doing it until God gets to these people and make them sit down. And I'm telling you, he is. The writings is on the wall for these people who came up against you. In so many ways, it's being said. You sit up here and you keep coming for them, you going to be next, or your kids or your grandkids. So keep acting like you stupid, like you hooked on phonics, like you don't understand what leave somebody alone means. Leaving their life alone means. Stop sitting up here and spiritually attacking them means. Stop sitting up here and saying derogatory mess about your mouth towards somebody when somebody ain't around, what that means. Better get your life and better get your head screwed on right. Because the way that people been moving against you have been foul, vile, and all kinds of wrong and down low and low down. Just straight up dirty people, man. And then they got the audacity to sit up here and wanted this for you, or people was behind the scenes paying people and telling people what to do and coaching them what to do, but was sitting up here and say, hey, baby, is everything okay? Do you need anything? You able to pay your bills on time? I just wanted to see how you and the baby doing. Weird and psychotic is either people that you know or people that you know that's tied in with these people that you know. But I'm telling you, whatever it is and whatever people wanted for you, it's over with, man. It was no shame. It was no level of remorse or regret prior to doing it to you and even after. It's so crazy how people could do things and they don't realize that they've messed up and wronged a good person until after God has sat here and brought damnation upon their life and that of their offspring. But they didn't care about you. They didn't care about you and your offspring. They didn't care about you and your stability. They didn't care about you and your goals in your life. So God ain't finna care about theirs.